Hey everybody, it's an idiot's liquor here, and today what I'm making is a DiSorrono Amaretto Sour. Now, whether or not you consider DiSorrono and Amaretto or not, whether it's marketed that way or not, it says right on the back, the Amaretto Liqueur. So that's what I'm using in my Amaretto Sour. That's what you see most people use in their Amaretto Sour. Now, when I made the Amaretto Sour, it was one of the first drinks I did when I was doing a trial channel. I tried a few different techniques out, and it was total shit. Total shit. It was a recipe I used a very cheap Amaretto, used a pre-bottled sour mix instead of fresh juice, and terrible. Posted it to Reddit, got tore up. And it was at that point where I decided, look, if I'm going to do this, and I really wanted to do this, if I'm going to make these videos, I got to take it serious. I got to research. I have to practice my technique. I got to get better, or else it's just going to continue to be this. So I haven't made an Amaretto Sour since, and I decided now is the time. So I have DiSorrono, better ingredient, fresh lemon juice. I have an egg white here that's optional for this drink, but I'm choosing to include it because it gives a nice frothy, it gives a great texture, a nice mouthfeel that, I want to include in this drink. So this is the only liqueur that goes in the drink, and I'm going to start off as I try and redeem myself in my Amaretto Sour making. I'm going to start off by throwing 2 ounces of this into my mixing glass. So the first thing I want to do is pour that in. I'm going to follow that up with an ounce of simple syrup. And just a nice simple syrup in there. It's a 2-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. They call it a rich simple syrup. It's just a thicker version of regular simple syrup. 3/4 ounces of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And I squeezed that earlier, had her sitting in the fridge. I also used some of this in my grenadine recipe, which I'm actually waiting for it to cool down right now. You should check that one out as well. I'm going to pop a link to that above my head. And the egg white, I'm going to use about a teaspoon. And it's funny because you're wondering, the egg white tends to clump together, usually, when you're separating it from the yolk. It always clumps. And if you're wondering how I got that to kind of run more runny, I guess, separate, just take a fork and kind of stir it up a little bit, almost like you're trying to make scrambled eggs. And, it'll gradually break up the protein that holds all that together. So that is how I got that to work. Now, before I shake this with ice, we're going to do a dry shake on it. Dry shake, you just want to put it directly over top, give it a tap so it stays, and hopefully we're not going to spill it everywhere. Just shake it a little bit dry, and this is going to help incorporate it. It's going to help that frothiness. And once we've done that, take the shaker tin off. And it's a little harder not to spill stuff when you dry shake because you're not cooling this tin down to form that suction. So it is important that you put it directly over top like that and not on an angle like when we normally shake. So we're going to add ice. And now we're going to shake this bad boy with ice. Make sure you shake it vigorously so you can incorporate that egg white. Alright, I'm feeling a lot better about this one than the last one I did. I'm going to grab my glass, and we're going to double strain this. I'm going to double strain this into a glass and put new ice into it. And hopefully my glass is big enough. Double strain it, it's just to ensure, you know, we get all of the gunk out of there that we don't want. You know, we only want a nice thin drink. No chunks of ice, no chunks of lemon. And if, you know, you probably can't see it on the screen, but I actually did catch some ice chunks in there. So double straining it was a good idea in that case. So I'll get rid of that real quick. Okay, as you can see, I mean, there's a slight frothiness on top. And I'm just going to take a maraschino cherry, if I can grab one out of there. I should have had a bar spoon ready for this, but I'll just grab it out with my fingers. I'm at my house. Hey, whatever. And if you want to throw a lemon peel on there as well, some kind of citrus peel, that's a nice addition as well. But I'm just using the cherry today. And this is a much better Amaretto Sour than I made about 6 months ago when I first tried it out. So for all of those people that ragged on me, told me I was a moron, said that was a shit drink, this one's for you. Yes, that is much better. I mean, Amaretto, although not a very potent drink, it's just so sweet. It's like candy. I mean, in this drink, literally, it's like drinking a liquefied candy. So let me know what you think about this Amaretto Sour recipe. Did I do the drink justice this time? I think I did a hell of a lot better than last time. That's my opinion. And I am not letting anyone see that crappy video. So you're just going to take my word for it. So thanks for watching this in Idiot's Liquor. This is the Amaretto Sour done right. And if you like that, check out some of my other recipes. The Whiskey Sour, very similar to that. Check that one out. Another great sour drink. So if you like that and want to see even more, subscribe to the channel. Updates every single Friday. And thanks for watching. Remember, guys, it's okay to drink like an idiot.